house. Okay, our next step then is the bushes, and you can see those right here. So we're going to stipple these with some medium white and raw umber. But first of all, if you didn't lay them in raw umber when we were doing our brush drawing, put it that way, then now's a good time. And so that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to load my filbert, and I'm going to pay attention to my picture here. So I know that those bushes are up around the windmill, right here, and they go out to meet this first house, and then go on a little farther than the house. Okay, and in this direction. They come and they cover part of these spires, and they come to this house, okay. So very important that you start with that as a ground. We want movement and texture in these, so that's why I'm making brush marks. And these are going to go all the way down to just about where our ladies' heads are. So that's a good measurement. Okay, so that's looking good. And then out to the water. Now, I think she's telling us to use well, she doesn't really tell us what to brush to use, so I'm going to use my small dome blender, because I found that really works well for me. We had it for Module A, so you should have one. And so what we're going to do is brush mix some raw umber. I'm going to put that on there, and then I'm going to chip it in some medium white. And then I'm just going to pounce it out on my palette so that, number one, I get some of it off my brush, and number two, that it mixes to make just a little bit lighter value. And then we're just going to come in here and stipple these lighter values. And that'll take a couple of applications because we're starting out here with kind of a low value. And let's see, I've got to reload. And we're going to eventually build up to a higher value. Do this for all the bushes. And I did not put extender on there first, but I probably should have, so try to do that for yourself. It makes it easier. Disperses your stipple load better, and so you don't have to do this with your finger. Okay, so I've got that in there so far. I need about 3 more hands here. And I'm wiping my brush because I want to get some of that burnt umber out of it, raw umber out of it. I'm gonna pat some extender on. I don't want to wipe it on or brush it on because then I'll streak what I've just put in, and I don't want to streak that. So I'm just gonna pat it on. So now I'm gonna go just into the medium white because I've still got some of that burnt umber. I'm sorry, raw umber on my brush, but I want mostly white, mostly the medium white. And see how much better those little stipples look with the extender on there. So you're just going to build this up, and when you finish with that, then we're going to move on to the little houses.